Okay guys, so this is what we're starting with. Very much nothing. Ash's car is there. As you can see, she got home about 4:25 this morning. I don't think she would have got home that early if I hadn't been texting, because she kind of told him she had to go. But it's just flurrying right now. Pete's gone, as you can see. He shoveled the driveway already. It's supposed to be very much nothing to think about most of the day, and then around 5 o'clock, right as everyone gets on the roads, the snow is supposed to start coming really heavily, and we're supposed to get about 10 inches to a foot, so we shall see. School is... Afternoon guys, it's 10 to 2. I have spent all day on the computer emailing companies and trying to get hold of these people that owe us money. So that's what I've been doing, and answering phone calls. It is freezing. It just snowed a little bit this morning, so everything's still clear. It is bitter cold. As you can see, Pete took the outside lights out of the ground. He didn't take the ones off of here. I just took the wreath off the door because now people are starting to come back. I've just been in the office since about 10 o'clock this morning, so 2 o'clock. So I've done 4 hours today, that's enough. So I'm thinking now, because it's supposed to start getting crazy snowy, it's supposed to start around 5 o'clock, I believe. All our schools were let out this morning. To be honest with you, they didn't need to, because as you can see, nothing's happening right now. They should have left it. These kids now have already used 1 snow day, 2 delays, and an early dismissal. So by the time spring comes around, they will be using up their spring break to do school days, because we get allocated in this area so many snow days, and you know, you got to use them wisely, because it's only like 4. I remember when Ash was in school, she couldn't get a day off for a snow day to save her life. Oh, everyone's walking their doggies, and everyone has like things up to here. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go move the cars up the side of the drive. His mother stopped by, was on the phone. I heard the dogs going crazy at the door. She didn't come in, she just put a birthday card through the door for Pete. I couldn't go to that. I was like talking to this lady in the back there, and then by the time I got to the door, the car was driving off, and Pete's card was sitting on the floor there. But the mailman just came. It's going to be one of those calls that it's either selling something or trying to get my interest rate down.
Professionally steam cleaned at a great price.
This Diane calls twice a week, and I've asked to be taken off the list how many times? Like you, Rocky, I'm also one that got my card compromised with that whole Target caboclo, and I've gotten plenty of emails from Chase, and now supposedly they've sent me out a new card, but I haven't gotten that yet. Breathe, breathe. Between what happened to me in England with my credit card, the same credit card, having to have this one issued, I went through and changed all my online payments that come out automatically from this card, and now I'm going to have to do it again once I get this card. Sue is not a happy camper. Just so much. But yeah, I think I'm going to move the cars up to the side of there and just leave enough space for Pete to put the van when he gets home. Obviously, because the weather's going to turn, we're not going to be going out to dinner tonight. It's just stupid just to go out to celebrate and then end up having a scary ride home. Pete wouldn't be able to have a drink. I won't drive in the snow. I certainly don't want Ashley driving in the snow. Right, see, well, my computer and my texts are going a little bit wild. I'm going to get my code on, take the DOG's OUT, and I can't say it because Roxy will be on my back. She is snuggled up, having a little lie down, aren't you? You're smart because you're right by the radiator. Let's just turn the heat up because, oh yes, it's nice and warm. It's nice and warm. Let's cuddle you up. Are you comfy cozy, madam? I trimmed Roxy's face on New Year's Eve, can you tell? And this is all sticking up, but looks much better. Ash is still asleep. I thought, well, I haven't slept, so I should go wake her up. but there's nowhere to go right now. We're not even going to go get his cake. I think we'll do everything on the weekend, just celebrate on the weekend. Ashley's going to wrap his couple of presents. I gave him his card, and we'll just take it from there, guys. So it's cup of tea time. I've had nothing to eat today. Now it's 2:05. I need to go get something to eat, and I'm going to watch some TV. Catching up on some of my DVR stuff. Got the fireplace going. Oh, I did take down all the cards. I had them all up here and all around here. I took those down, and I had to throw the 2 plants away that were sitting on here because they died, and the garbage men were coming today, so I threw those out. And I'm going to go check while I have you to see if anybody's responded to my emails, because God forbid anybody respond. That would just be crazy. On Pete. Oh, and then I hadn't turned my computer on. I get emails on my cell phone and stuff, but there was 3,000 emails sitting here in my inbox, and 90% were junk. So I just went through and deleted all that. Should be all back at work by now. They've had their vacations and schools are open. And here's my pile of cards. These are all the subscriber ones, and I'm going to go through them with you guys because I want to say thank you, because I do appreciate them, and I didn't do that. But I wanted to take them down because it's Pete's birthday. Okay, I took the roast beef out for dinner. I don't know if it's going to defrost in time though, to be honest. But that's the plan for dinner. If it doesn't defrost tonight, we'll make it tomorrow, and we'll have chicken Kiev tonight. Ash and I have just been having a little bit of the fruit that we got from Katie's parents. I just have made a cup of tea. And I just had another senior stop by and pick up pictures, so I've had 2 now. Anyway guys, I'm going to go watch some Dance Moms with Ash. And I've not turned the phone off, but I put the phone away for the day. And now I'm going to chill out and drink my tea. Cheers everyone. Hot, good. Oh, we just had some cheese and crackers. Well guys, me putting out that I thought I got this calendar yesterday triggered Stacy to say, Sue, I'm almost positive I saw that in your vlog one time. Made me look for it last night, and lo and behold, I did buy the Keep Calm and Carry On calendar. I knew I did, but Pete and Ash swore I didn't. So Pete was actually with me when I got it, because he's like, why are you buying the calendar now? So there it is. Unfortunately, it's a little bent because it was on my bedside locker, and there was some things pushed on it, so it kind of bent it up. I've had heavy books on it all day, so it's not so bad. I took the roast beef out to make for dinner because I figured if we don't go out, we've got roast beef. But unfortunately, it hasn't defrosted, so we're going to make chicken Kiev and French fries, and that's going to be our dinner. But everyone's home and safe, and that's all that counts. Pete's dad is home. His mum picked him up today, and she says he seems in better spirits. Well, he will. Give him a couple of days and he'll be bossing her around. He does. Even when we're there, we're like, can I get you a drink or something? He's like, no. And then he calls Anne. She told me the other day she was changing her name. She didn't want her name anymore. But he's been back in a good month to 5 weeks. 6 weeks. So, I mean, it'll be good that he's home. Let's just, fingers crossed, no more falls, because the last fall was a bad one, and he's lucky he didn't do more damage, except a few stitches in the head. But anyway, I'm going to show you where the snow's at right now. It's very mellow. Don't know what you'll be able to see, actually, because it's quite dark. You can kind of see. Just making dinners ready. I don't know if you can see up there. Noisy, the fat gets really. So unfortunately no dinner out tonight. Boo. Sorry Pete. Mother Nature sucks. This weekend. On the couch he's got his electric blanket. I don't know if you guys know, we bought him a blanket for Christmas because he's always cold when he's sitting in his office or watching TV, which is very very rare he watches TV, but he's laying there with his electric blanket, and Ashley's down there playing Star Wars, I think. So the snowplows are going round and round like crazy. All the schools are being cancelled. Everybody's hurrah on Facebook. all the teachers looking forward to a snow day tomorrow. They've been back in school for literally 4 hours. They went in today. There was an early dismissal at 11:30 because they thought this was coming a lot earlier, which was a crazy call, and off tomorrow, so they've got their weekend. And that's it for us for tonight. I just have to say, Elaine, I am so glad you are still vlogging. I honestly thought you were stopping because you hadn't, in some of the ones I'd seen, you hadn't really mentioned that you were carrying on, and then when I didn't see 366 days yesterday, it was a different title and it was 1 of 2014. I wasn't sure if that meant you were continuing, so I'm really pleased. Really pleased. I love to see vlogging channels continue past the year, and well done you did it for the year, and it's exciting. That's the commitment we made, and we just keep on going. You're right, you do incorporate it in part of your life. It's not taken over. I'm actually really enjoying looking back and seeing what we were doing a couple of months ago, and I have to say I've been looking back to November and early December when I first got this cough and cold, and yeah, I sounded rough. Whew. But glad to say it's coming out of the system now. Still coughing a bit, but nothing like I was, that is for sure. Spoke to Mum today because she called up to speak to Pete for his birthday, and I hope you get better, Mum. You're sounding rough and that cough is still pretty yuck. But you take care of yourself. Have a couple more hot toddies. I know you haven't had any since New Year's. You only had one, but have a couple of hot toddies. Get yourself well, and please give my love to Aunt Sheila when you speak to her. Tell her I'm thinking about her too, and I hope she gets better. Voice is going a bit, so I'm going to go drink my coffee. Just made one of those cappuccino thingies. I'm going to go download this and edit it, and I will see you all tomorrow for the 3rd day of the new year. Take care, guys. Have a great night. Ta-ra a bit. Bye.